And welcome back. As a parent who has a daughter going to university next year, back, to the day when I was there, it's just such a different space. And I tell you what, I'm very worried given the stories that are coming out now. And as we continue our discussion on rape and rape culture at universities, we cross back to Iviwe Poti, our reporter in the Eastern Cape. And some students are protesting, we understand. And she's been chatting to some of them about how safe they feel about issues of rape and other related issues as well. Iviwe, good morning once again.
Good morning, Sakina. I think very important with what you've already mentioned, Sakina, parents that have students that are going into institutions next year, as well as those students that are going to start out at institutions, in terms of educating yourself, being aware, being sensitive to the issues and the things that are actually happening in the communal spaces that are shared on institutions, off campus, in society in general. But I think best to actually tell us in terms of how they're feeling. We're going to speak to Kanye, who's a student at NMU. Kanye, I think most important, tell us about what it's like being a student in South Africa in terms of safety, how you feel on campus, off campus, just in society in general.
Currently, with everything that's happening, I don't feel safe at all, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me. In our public spaces, on campus, in our own residences now, we are not safe. We constantly have to protect ourselves and to do things to make sure that we won't get raped and things like that. It's just unacceptable. People are climbing over walls and coming into our rooms at reses, and that is just unacceptable. We are not safe at all.
And then being one of the the founding member of the Memeza campaign at the Nelson Mandela University, I think, tell us a bit about the Memeza campaign to also educate those people who are still coming into institutions, those people that are there. What is it about, and are these campaigns actually making a difference? Are the marches making a difference? Are the media reports making a difference?
Okay, the Memeza Yellow Whistle campaign is a campaign to combat gender-based violence. Throughout South Africa last year, we saw a rise in sexual assaults and things around our country and also in university spaces. So this was just an attempt to reduce the number of sexual assaults and things happening on campus to make sure that our students are safe. These campaigns do work, I feel, but I still feel like a lot can be done. With the proposal last year that I had, there was also something about pepper spray being brought into the system. And with the memorandum that was submitted to management yesterday, we saw students were speaking of things being added to the yellow whistle, like pepper spray. So over time, we're going to be having more being done with regards to the campaign. Also, we're going to start dialogues, educating students and having these uncomfortable conversations about rape, sexual assault, and what it means to rape someone and what you can do as a man not to rape. And not always teaching females don't rape, but teaching a man don't rape. Yes.
And then lastly, from our side, the challenges that students are finding themselves, the communal spaces which you have to be in order to actually experience the life of being a student. You're not in the home of your parents, so it takes away some sort of security and comfort. How are you guys dealing with these challenges, and what are some of these challenges?
I feel that we are not safe and we don't feel safe. Therefore, it's very hard for you to study, for example. We can't go to the labs during the evenings or to study centers because you don't know who's going to come in at any point and do what to you. So it's very hard, and it's very saddening that within our own spaces, you have to always be on caution, watch when you're walking. You don't even know what your friend could do to you while you're with them. So I just feel like a lot needs to be done. Our securities, the management needs to take us seriously and start doing things, implementing things to ensure that we are safe within our own spaces, because we can't continue living like this. It's very emotional as well. So I just feel like a lot needs to be done. Men need to be taught not to rape. We need to be protected as well as females, because we just can't anymore.
Thank you so much, Kanye. Well, there we have it. One of the students actually saying that some of the most frustrating issues is not actually being able to experience your life as a student. Later on this morning, we will be heading to Rhodes University, where they are running memorial programs in the life of the student, or one of theirs that they've lost due to a rape incident that allegedly happened around May. So that's where we'll be for the remainder of today, just highlighting some of the issues that these students are actually having to face, trying to create awareness and educate society at Rhodes University and Nelson Mandela University over this week. But for now, let's link to an ad break.